where we're going to tell people exactly what's in their food and why, whether it's good for them or bad for them. Let them make healthy choices. That's not telling a donut. Well, that's not a donut. Yeah. I can tell you that it was one of seaweed. Like, there are ways to have snacks that are actually really good and local. So, like peanuts, I have some peanuts here, but I can't see them because they're on my sheets in my peanuts. So, it'll be lots of healthy snacks, and we should encourage kids to have them and not eat the other junk. So a big pushback, and that's exactly right, Laura, is people will say, oh, well, here comes the Trump administration. Maybe today it's going to be too expensive, and what happened to affordability? Yeah. To eat healthy, to have fish or chicken or pork or beef with a side of vegetables, a whole grain piece of bread, a glass of whole milk is right around $3 to $4 per serving. Well, that's less than any fast food meal that you could get. But what we have to do better at, and what we're working on also, is those underserved communities that don't have access to Whole Foods. Michelle Obama called them food deserts. I kind of used to poke fun of her, but maybe she's right. In fact, there's part of that. That's perfect. Listen, 250,000 retailers in America take food stamps. So your local corner 7-Eleven, your bodega, your Quick Trip now. And what we have to do, and what we are doing today, is we are requiring any of those 250,000 retailers that accept food stamps or SNAP dollars have to double their offering of healthy food as it goes with the new food. So we're making big changes, and it's going to make a difference. And you're going to be able to police that? We are. We've got USDA, a lot of food safety inspectors, a lot of accountability. So yeah, we're going to be policing it very closely. On another issue, Mr. Secretary, I made a lot of waves this week, and I wasn't surprised by that at all, but you reduced the childhood vaccination recommendations from 17 to 11. Here's one of your friends.
Yeah, so HHS is really, unfortunately, some of what they're doing has legal implications in terms of access and coverage and who stocks what vaccines. But in terms of, being able to trust them, we can no longer trust our federal government for vaccine recommendations, and that's a real tragedy. Fortunately, a lot of the professional societies are stepping forward, and we are making our own recommendations.
Mr. Secretary, you are, according to him, American Academy of Pediatrics, endangering the public trust in public health. Yeah, the new recommendations don't take vaccines away from anything. All the vaccines under the old recommendation list will continue to be covered by insurance. The vaccine for children program, everybody will have access to them. If you want them through shared decision-making with your physician, you can get any of the vaccines on that schedule. What we did is we took the vaccines that are the vaccines that other countries get, our peer nations in Europe, where there's great science, a lot of our science is based upon their databases. And they're the vaccines that they believe are important for children. One of the things that they're convinced of from experience and science is that you have too many vaccines to schedule it. I'll take those down. And these are countries that don't have mandates, but they have the same or greater vaccine compliance than we do. And we need the American people to trust us, to trust our recommendations. We need good science. As so-called experts, they're so angry. I think they're upset that their influence maybe is waning. That's what seems to be some of it. I think there are hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars that are being made. Vaccines are different than other medicine because every other medicine you're patent expired after 17 years. If you get a vaccine recommended, you have that forever. So it's producing billions of dollars for you every year. And so the pharmaceutical companies really like vaccines. When I was a kid, we had 3 vaccines. Today, kids get 80 doses of 17 vaccines before they're 18. That's up from 23 doses of 7 vaccines in the 1980s. And, that was prompted because we gave immunity from liability in 1986 to drug companies, and it was a gold rush. This is a product. Well, that's down. Logan lost his life with a
She was a disruptor, though she considers herself a legal observer. But there's no evidence she had a law degree. Different angles show different things. You can see here the officer was actually hit by the car. And the first round he fired went straight through the front windshield as the car barreled directly at him. When you slow it down, watch the tires. She floors it so hard the tires spin out, and the vehicle heads directly towards the engine. And then bears right later. Persiano says this agent wasn't new. He was well trained, and he conducted himself on foot. When an agent believes there's a serious threat to his bodily arm or an imminent threat to his life, he's authorized to use deadly force. And this specific officer had been dragged by a car driven by a protester earlier this year in Minneapolis. Cars are a 2,000-pound weapon and have been used repeatedly against ICE agents.
People are being trained in full training their vehicles to impede law enforcement operations, and this is well worth it when you get on their way. While they go off there and try to disrupt peace.
Oh, good. Stop.
Americans are okay.
This is a split second decision. He's going to do it
Oh, sweet.
The woman has been harassing him all day, blocking him, obstructing, not complying. He feels like he's in danger. He's been throttled by a car before in the same city. Traffic receives him and dies. So what would you do? We know in Minneapolis, right? They go crazy. Democrats who welcome that new process immediately convicted the United States of murder and said Trump had blood on his hands. Have you seen the video of myself? How I saw everybody directly. That is bullshit. Nice. Yeah, Kevin. We do not want you here.
We do not need any further help from the federal government. Without Trump and Cucino, we have enough.
Tim Walz told us to be a Gestapo, so when they're driving their cars and they want to hit them to be a Gestapo. What do you expect is going to happen? Do you expect Walz and Jeff Governor told people to put their bodies on the line?
Vehicles are being secured. The exit of the process is called kidnapping to show up and use your voice to provide a line.
Even if it's out, the governor is getting involved.
Oh, mercy.
And everybody knows that the reason why is Tim Walz. He watched the speaker earn 2020 good with the country. Does he want to make this another George Floyd? We'll see. But he's threatening to call in the National Guard.